Hello, I am filming this honestly probably about a week before I'm actually going to read any of these, like what book I pick, but I want to film my last unhaul, so I need to decide if these are going to be in there. Also, I think I'm kind of trying to avoid doing a run, which at this point it's 7:30. I'm probably not going to do because I don't want to. So I may still get on the treadmill and just walk like a mile or something. But I decided at this time what I'm gonna do when it comes to that. So yes, because and honestly it's cold. If you can hear like a whirring, it is my electric fireplace, which is in the next room over, but I can hear it. So sorry, but I'm not turning it off because I am cold. I have my house set at 68 and I've been leaving it there, but I've been turning the fireplace on every once in a while. But I am living the 68 degree lifestyle this year instead of 70 in an effort to save money. So, but apparently I have this one. I don't know. I do still also have like my daily chores to do, take a shower, those other things. Like I wanted to do this before I took my shower, you know? Anyways, so this is going to be the last try chapter video for this year. I was hoping to get through all of these this year, but that did not happen. So I think I have 3 left in the new year, maybe just 2. I think maybe 1 series, 1 standalone, and then 1 like hodgepodgey one. I think 3. So these are all series, I believe. These are the books. So we have Twin Crowns by Catherine Doyle and Catherine Weber. We have 7 Faceless Saints by M.K. Lobb, I'm gonna go with. Scavenge the Stars by Tara Sim. Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. And This Vicious Grace by Emily Thied. So I don't really know much about any of these. Let's just go in this order. Like the reverse order of what I just went in them, because then if I stack them, they'll be largest to smallest next to me. This dust jacket has seen some things apparently. So it says her gift can save or it can kill. It's yellow, like a yellow spine and stuff. I'm not like a huge fan of the color yellow. Oh, look, me being smart and keeping the little card thing with it. Oh, that's anything of brown. I mean, I would say that's brown, but I don't know if it's coming across in the camera, but I feel like it has like a purpley look to it too. That could also just be my eyeballs. So we have this pretty lady. And this handsome man, I guess. So yes, I don't think I've really heard anything about this. So I don't know what to expect. The back says 3 weddings, 3 funerals, 1 more chance to save them all. Alessa's gift from the gods is supposed to magnify a partner's magic, not kill every suitor she touches. Now, with only weeks left until a swarm of demons devours everything on her island home, Alessa is running out of time to find a partner and stop the invasion. When a powerful priest convinces the faithful that killing Alessa is the island's only hope, even her own soldiers try to assassinate her. Desperate to survive, Alessa hires Dante, a cynical outcast marked as a killer, to become her personal bodyguard. But as rebellion explodes outside the gates, Dante's dark secrets may be the biggest betrayal. Dante holds the key to Alessa's survival and her heart. Is he the one person who can help her master her gift, or will he destroy her once and for all? Oh, excuse me. Okay, so I read the first chapter. I don't know. Like, I think the concept sounds vaguely interesting. And like the first chapter was okay. Like, I would maybe consider reading it. I think I will read some reviews and stuff. I can't really tell you why I wouldn't be interested in it, but it's just not really gripping me, you know? So we'll see. And I've got this little Yahoo over here. Oh, sorry. This is a chair, and it's not a big one at that. Like, there is only so much space for the 2 of us, okay? So next we have Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. And for some reason, I thought this like had some connection to like Arthur or something, but I think I might, oh no! Arthurian legend is connected in some way. So again, I kept the card because apparently at this time I was being smart. So it does have like a pretty sprayed edge and everything. It does drive me crazy that there's no title on the spine, but that is fine. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, it's not. I'm pretty sure this is Fairy Loot. Well, yeah, right? Yeah, Dear Fairy Loot Reader. Because it's not, it's like a different, like usually the Fairy Loot, they're all like, kind of like a fabric-y cover with the embossing. But this has like art stuff. And then here's like more art and more art. Tamsin Lark is a hollower, breaking into the ancient crypts of dark sorceresses in search of the treasures inside. Now rumors are swirling about a powerful ring from Arthurian legend, a ring that could free her brother Cabal from a curse, but they aren't the only ones who covet it. As word spreads, greedy hollowers start circling, and many would kill to have the ring for themselves. Tamsin is forced into an alliance with her rival Emrys, the last person she wants to rely on. Together they dive headfirst into a viper's nest of dark magic and expose a deadly secret with the power to awaken ghosts of the past and shatter her last hope of saving her brother. Okay, so that was, I think that was like, yeah, it was 7 years ago, so it was some kind of like prologue. I wonder how old these characters are. Honestly, I'm gonna pass on this. I am not particularly interested in the synopsis. And like that first little prologue chapter situation didn't really do it for me. So I'm gonna pass. Okay, next is Scab Into the Stars by Tara Sim. I think this is an Owl Crate book. Yes, it is. So there's not really like any art or anything. I feel like Owl Crate didn't really do that. I think this is just like a duology, and I feel like it's a retelling of something. It's a retelling of the Count of Monte Cristo, which I have never read, and I believe there is at least one movie, and I've never seen it. So, I don't know anything about it. But yes, so let's read. And it's like a nice, cute little book, like compared to the other ones. So let's read this synopsis. When Amaya rescues a mysterious stranger from drowning, she fears her rash actions have earned her a longer sentence on the debtor ship where she's been held captive for years. Instead, the man she saved offers her unimaginable riches, a new identity, and the promise of retribution against Cayman Mercado, the powerful merchant who ruined Amaya's family and stole the life she once had. Cayo Mercado, heir to his father's empire, is well acquainted with the grit beneath the grandeur of Moray. In this opulent coastal city-state where the corrupt slum king pockets gold from desperate gamblers and deadly ash fever spreads like rot, Cayo is desperate to shake his disreputable past. But when his sister falls ill, Cayo will do anything to save her life, even if it means making a deal with the slum king. As Amaya and Cayo become entangled in a dangerous game of deception, one of them set on protecting the Mercado family at any cost, and the other set on destroying it. They find themselves unexpectedly drawn to one another. But the more Amaya discovers about her past, the more she realizes she must trust no one. Okay, so that was kind of interesting. This one I am more interested in the synopsis than the actual first chapter. Like Amaya, it's just like on the ship when she saves Cayo, like we don't know it's him yet, but obviously it's him, right? And her name is Silverfish, and she, like, the guy who runs this, like, basically slave ship is what I'm gonna call it, just like messes with these children so that like they don't remember their previous lives or whatever. So yes, so far this is the pick, which honestly I kind of expected, but you know, we have 2 more to go, so we'll see. Okay, the next one is Seven Faceless Saints by M.K. Lopp, which actually, this that was in Silver in the Bone is actually from this book, but it's like too big. Because I was like, those don't look like the same characters. And then I looked on the back and it said Seven Faceless Saints. So I don't know a lot about this, but like it gives me creepy vibes. So, you know, we'll see. And it is, one of the blurbs is Lyndall Clipstone, who wrote Lake's Edge, which I did not read because it was a little creepy. And like the spine is a little on the creepy side. I'm very easily spooked if you're new here. Oh, this is pretty though. I'm like a sucker for like white with red. I don't know why. Yes, and then there's some art there. I do like that this and some more art. Are those the same people? I can't really tell. No art on the cover or anything. But this is another kind of like small dainty book, which I appreciate. I think we should have more books this size. And this is Fairy Lou, if I did not say that. A brutal killer stalks Umbratia, a city ruled by the disciples of the Seven Faceless Saints. A city where those with magic live in comfort whilst the rest struggle to survive. A city caught in a 20-year war of attrition, a battlefront consuming a generation of conscripts. Raz Lacertosa will do anything to tear down the corrupt system of Umbratia and get justice for her father, who was murdered by the military, including infiltrating the Palazzo to spy for the rebellion whilst training as a disciple of the Saint Patience. Damien Venturi is the youngest captain in the history of Palazzo security, expecting to be ruthless and strong and to serve the saints with unquestioning devotion. But he's scarred by his experiences on the front line, striving to please his brutal and attached father, and the thing he fears most is facing Roz, who he left behind when he went to war. When a disciple is murdered, Roz and Damien must team up to hunt the killer, no matter the consequences. They must face their buried emotions and the love they once shared, as they uncover corruption and conspiracies that will bring darkness and chaos to the streets of their home. Okay, so that is read. Technically, I read like 2 chapters because the first one was like the guy dying. It was just a couple of pages. I don't think so. I definitely would prefer to read Scavenge the Stars, and I like, so far it's not creepy. It feels like maybe it'll just have kind of like a suspensey murder mystery element. But I don't know if I'm particularly interested in it. I'll probably double check reviews, but I'm leaning towards getting rid of it for right now. Okay, so the next and final book is a honker, and that is Twin Crowns by Catherine Doyle and Catherine Weber, which seems to be about 2, I'm assuming sisters, so it's 2 princesses. So yeah, 2 sisters, 1 crown. It is very pretty. It's paperback. I have not heard anything about this. This is a Fairy Lou. Oh wait, I was gonna say, are they sisters? But both of their names are Catherine. So I would assume not. I would hope that parents would not do that and just do 2 different spellings of Catherine. Okay. I mean, my grandmother did consider naming my mom and her twin brother Patrick and Patricia, and thankfully some angel of mercy talked her out of that, because that would have been a little crazy. She did go with Matt and Pat, so a smidge better, but definitely better than Pat and Pat. You know, so I don't think Catherine and Catherine. So the only reason I thought it was because it says, for Jane, the best sister in every way, but that is the only dedication. Although I guess it could be a non-biological sister, or they could be step-siblings. Who knows? So whenever there's books like this, I always wonder, like, especially this, I'm assuming it's going to be dual POV, like both sisters. Did they each write one of the sisters? Did they write it together? And I know, like, every, like, author writing duo is a little different. So, in how they do it. But that's the kind of stuff I'm curious about. So this is one I have not really heard anything about. Princess Rose Valhart is heir to the throne of Iana. Trained from birth to fear the witches that killed her parents, she will do anything to defend her kingdom. Stolen from the palace at birth, Ren Greenrock is the secret sister no one knows about. She plots to usurp the princess in order to protect the witches of Ortha who raised her. In the battle for the crown of Iana, where will your allegiances lie? Okay, so that first chapter was pretty short. Oh, so is the second chapter. I wonder if they're all gonna be short. I have like a horrible cuticle. My nails have been disgusting lately, like particularly bad. So that was Ren's point of view. So I think we're gonna go back and forth. It was okay. I don't know. I'll read reviews. So I'm definitely going to pick Scavenge the Stars for this video, but I have a few that I need to decide if I'm going to keep them or get rid of them. So yes, but I will be back when I have an update on Scavenge the Stars. I read some of Scavenge the Stars and like, I am so confused about what is going on. So, oh my gosh, the plows have gone by so much tonight, which like I guess is better than not at all. I was telling my dad about this and he was like, well, I'm sure it's New Year's Eve. He's like, I'm sure they want to make sure that the roads are really clear for when people are like coming home, which is true. But and like we've had storms all week, so I can't like get you at like a good angle. Sorry. Also, New Year's Eve is when I remember that I do not drink. So I have like no skills when it comes to like, this is just sparkling apple cider, but it still has like a pop top, which like I don't have a like bottle opener or can opener thing. And I don't have a glass, so I'm just gonna drink this because it's just for me anyways. So delicious. And now I will set the phone up against with that as like holding you. I am just watching some YouTube and then I'm going to, I think, watch some Dance Moms and work on a puzzle I got for like Christmas or my birthday. I don't remember which one. From my brother, sister-in-law, niece and nephew, and they got me like a little puzzle board, which you're on right now. There's like a Lazy Susan and 4 drawers and stuff. This was like turning out to be like harder than I expected it to be. Like 25% of the way in through Scavenge the Stars, which I had like not picked this up at, like I just like was not in the mood and I was like just reading all my Christmas books and stuff. So I was like, I think I need to reread the first chapter. And then I like read the first like paragraph and I was like, oh no, I remember the first chapter now. And I am just like very confused. Now I do know, I don't remember if I said this before, like in the beginning, this is a Monte Cristo retelling or Count of Monte Cristo retelling, but I have never read that. I know it's like a revenge story. That's like as much as I know about it. I did in fact look up a brief synopsis, which has influenced some thoughts, but I didn't want to like look up too much because like I don't want to be like too swayed. And I've never seen any of like any Count of Monte Cristo movies or anything like that. But I do know that it's a revenge story and that there is like subterfuge. And so I have a theory about some of the characters. But because we're basically going back and forth between, I think his name is Kaio, and Amaya. Although like really like she's not Amaya right now, but like she was on like a debtor ship and they all have like names and her name is Silverfish and like they have not met. I'm based on the synopsis, I assume they meet at some point. But and like I'm guessing she is the one who wants revenge and it's going to be against his dad. And I'm a little confused about how we're supposed to feel about his dad. Like I feel like he's vaguely a bad guy, but sometimes he does that. Like I feel like some of his stuff is like at least understandable, you know? So yes, we've met a lot of people like just in passing, specifically through Kaio's character. And I'm just like, do I need to know who these people are? Like, are they important? Do I need to remember all of them? I think
2 of them I'm going to need to remember, and that has been revealed to me, but the rest of them, I just don't know how important they're going to be. Oh, and I'm like very confused about, I'm going to say like the politics, like the geopolitical relations, or like the country. Are they countries? Are they cities that interact with each other? Like there are clearly people, like they talk about people as if they look different. But then like I don't fully understand, like, are we just like neighboring countries? Is it kind of like an Italian city-state situation? Like that's just like a little, it's not like that big of a deal, I don't think. But, and there's like no map or anything. I feel like a map would help me. I did double check because I was like, what are the dynamics? And words are used like as if I'm supposed to know what they mean, but they don't. And then because we're going back and forth between these 2 characters, I also don't know, like I don't think they are happening simultaneously. That is one thing I will say. I don't know how far apart they are, and maybe they are simultaneous, but I don't think they are. I don't fully know. I don't think it's a huge amount of time, but I feel like we have like a differing, like I feel like one of them, I'm not even gonna say which one because I feel like potentially spoilers, even though I'm just like theorizing. I feel like one storyline is in the past by some period of time. And sorry, I'm getting over a cold. And then one is in like the present. And I think we are slowly like coming together. And then I kind of feel like it might be like pretty late into this book that we like converge. That's my theory. But I don't know. So, and I don't know if these characters are going to like team up. Are they going to be enemies? I have no idea. And I do know this is a duology. So, we'll see. I'm enjoying it. I'm just very confused about what's going on. But I think I am intentionally confused. Like, I don't think it's like confusion where it's poor writing. I think it's confusion where I am supposed to be confused and questioning things. Or maybe like if you've read The Count of Monte Cristo, maybe you'd be less confused. I don't know. Should I read The Count of Monte Cristo? I meant to film an update yesterday because I was filming a video, like a sit-down video. But even though I do not think I am sick any longer, I am still very tired. And like all that talking was after a full day of work was a lot. And I figured since I'm stuck here on my couch and I can't go read, that I would just update you. So has a lot even happened? I'm like almost 50% of the way in now. And I feel like plot-wise, not that much has happened. I mean, some people have died, but like, I don't know. I will say, again, I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but I was right about the timeline thing. I do have some questions about some characters, like if I should trust them or not. So, yes, I am still confused. I'm slightly less confused now because things that I assumed previously but did not know for a fact have in fact been confirmed for me, which was helpful. But there's still a lot of like mystery elements. Like there's just a lot of things that we don't know. I can't with him. And then I want to say, I do not know if there's going to be a romance in this story, and if there is, who it would be between. Like if the intention is for there to be a romance between Amaya and Kaio, like I feel like that's the expectation. Now, there are moments, like we know that Kaio is at least attracted to men, but I believe he is also attracted to women. We don't really know anything about Amaya when it comes to that. But, and there are moments where I feel like it could be setting up a romance, but like I don't fully see it that way. And I will say that I kind of hope there isn't a romance. First, I hope there's not a romance between the two of them. I mean, maybe there is, and maybe I'll change my mind because like my glasses are like falling down my face. Like maybe there is, and it'll be really well executed, and I'll change my mind. But as of right now, I kind of like the idea of them just becoming like friends and like just supporting each other. So also, I kind of think they both need a friend. So, which this is the case with a lot of books like this, where I'm like, is this really the best time to get into a romance? Now, don't get me wrong. I love me a romance, but we have to be rational here, okay? So I'm not particularly sure either of them should be in a romance with anybody. But yes. So I'm curious to see where that goes. And I did look, my library does carry the second book. It's only been taken out once. So, I feel like even though it wasn't on my plan to read for the rest of the quarter, I think if I end up enjoying this enough and I want to continue on, I think I'm just going to try to get out of the library like right away and get it read. Just so like, one, who knows, my library might get rid of it. It's only been taken out once. And then I will have accomplished a series like pretty quickly. So technically this video is supposed to be up today, but it's like 6 o'clock and there's no way I'm finishing it today. So that's fine. I guess I have to find something else to do now. Eventually I'll succumb and I will make him move, but I will inevitably just hope that he'll get himself up. Also, I was like supposed to do laundry today. I haven't done that. I was supposed to go for a walk. I haven't done that. Although I did do a lot of shopping today. So could that be counted as my walk? So it's like this time of year when it gets dark out, even though it's only like 6, I'm like, oh, it's so late. I don't know. So yes. Also, I am getting kind of hot. Like my arm is getting very toasty, so. But he is a happy boy. I'm sure his sister's just upstairs in my bed. Say goodbye. I think he's actually out. He's not even purring. I'm pretty sure he's legitimately sleeping right now. He's making a little noise every once in a while. He might be having a dream. Are you wanting? Look at that peaceful boy. It appears we are going towards a romance. Boo. Anyway, I haven't even done anything this morning, so I'm sure I look like crap. But I just finished Scavenge the Stars. I give it 4 stars. It's weird because I feel like part of me wants to say not a lot happened, but that's not true. I think I'm just so used to, and I complain about a lot, books that are very dramatic, constant battles and fights and stuff, and that is not this book. So stuff does happen, but it's much more not subtle. It's just not big battles and big wars, which I think is what a lot of people are expecting and writing in fantasy right now. And so stuff does happen, things are revealed. I'm still very apprehensive about the romance. So I'm curious. Some things happened at the end. And I fear we are going into a larger world now, and I'm still very confused about the political geography and just interactions between these different empires. And I'm hoping that in the second book that will be better explained, because otherwise I'm gonna be even more confused. And I also there are a lot of unresolved things in here. Honestly, pretty much everything is unresolved, but new things have developed. So I'm just, I don't know how that's going to progress into the next one, but I am interested. So yeah, there's not a lot I can say without spoiling the book, but I did really enjoy it. I thought it was very good. I don't think it's the kind of book that would be particularly popular, especially right now in the fantasy world, because it's not romance heavy. It's not that big go thing.
But yes, and I think she did a very good job of equally doing Amaya and Kaio. Not just like that they have like equal page time, which they do, but like they feel like equally developed characters. So sometimes I feel like authors almost, even with dual POV, or like this isn't really dual POV, but it's like alternating third person, they still have one that they lean on more as being like the more dynamic character. And I feel like going in, you might think that's Amaya, but Kaio does hold his own as a character. Like he has just as many issues, just as many struggles and journeys. They're also both like complicated and potentially easy to dislike. Like they make bad choices. I mean, they're also like freaking teenagers. Like, but Kaio especially, he does something towards the end that like is so stupid, but completely, I don't want to say reasonable, understandable, I guess is the right word. Like you completely understand why he did what he did, but like it was dumb. So yes, I'm curious to see where we go from here. Also, like, does this story have a villain? Like, obviously there are antagonistic characters, but like, is there really like a villain? And like, I don't know. So, that's it. I'm gonna try to edit and upload this today. Somebody is here. And I'm gonna request a hold from my library. So just because it's at one branch and it's harder for me to get to that branch while it's open. So my library, like I'm in a county library system, so they'll move the books. Which it used to cost 50 cents, but the last couple times I did it, they didn't charge me. So who knows? I have 50 cents. So if they want money, they can have it. But yes, and that's my first book completed for the year, and it's January 4th. So I think it is breakfast time. And get some chores done around the house time. So thanks for watching. Bye. Say bye. Okay, you're gonna pretend to sleep. Oh, yep, that intense scrunch. You are pretending to sleep. Your ear is moving, Oscar. You are clearly awake. See, I see your eyeballs.